Diddy wants all of the evidence in his case thrown out. Diddy just filed a motion to the judge seeking to suppress all of the evidence from all of the raids that were done on him. Diddy is trying to say that the government got search warrants based on the stories from multiple people that are lying because they had financial incentives to do so. And in this motion, Diddy got raided a lot more times than what I even knew about. Diddy is asking the court to suppress all evidence and all fruits obtained from the following search warrants. The first one on January 4th of 2024 to search Diddy's iCloud accounts. The search warrants on March 22nd of 2024, which were to search his Los Angeles residence and his Miami residence. A search warrant that was performed 3 days later on March 25th of 2024 to search Diddy's person and to seize and search 2 of his cell phones, referred to the government as Combs number 1 and Combs number 2, and to extract the information from those cell phones. Another search warrant that was served on September 16th of 2024 to search his person again and to seize and search 2 additional cell phones, referred by the government as Combs number 3 and Combs number 4. And a search warrant that was performed September 16th of 2024, the day Diddy was arrested, to search his room at the Park Hyatt Hotel and seize evidence. And in this motion, Diddy is asking for a Franks hearing, which is a court proceeding that challenges the validity of a search warrant. Now, Diddy is saying that the government's warrants application hid critical evidence regarding the credibility of other witnesses. He said that the government sought to corroborate victim one's allegations and make related allegations with statements from other witnesses and victims. And they're trying to say that one of the people that they relied on was this worker number 1, but a lot of this information is blacked out, so you don't know exactly what he's saying. He also said they got information from assistant 1. And I think assistant 1 might just be Philip Hines, the man that just was on the fall of Diddy and showed us all of these receipts and text messages from his time working with Diddy. This man had so much and even admitted that he testified to the grand jury. Not only did he have tons of text messages from Diddy's ex-chief of staff, Christina Coram, he also had a ton of voice notes from Diddy that he played on the fall of Diddy. And all of this had to do with those freak-off parties that at the time he called Wild King Nights. He then goes on to say that the government used Producer 1, and some of the most salacious allegations recounted in the warrants came from Producer 1, who the government now says it will not even call to testify at trial. The investigator indicated that it had interviewed Producer 1, and Producer 1 had relayed stories about his time working for Diddy. And I'm pretty sure that this is Little Rod Jones, who filed a lawsuit against Diddy, who was a producer during the Love album. Diddy then went on to talk about how they used Victim 2 and Victim 3 to help get these search warrants. And even Victim 4, which we have never heard about yet. Diddy just got hit with a superseding indictment that included 2 more victims. But in this motion, Diddy lists victim number 4. But Diddy tries to say that the government made no effort to corroborate Victim 4's claims, and if it had conducted a reasonable investigation, it would have obtained evidence contradicting her account. Diddy also says that the government used designer number 1. And I'm pretty sure designer number 1 is Cassie's best friend who worked as a designer for Diddy and Cassie, who is the same woman who was hung over that balcony in that hotel when Diddy was allegedly attacking Cassie. If you remember, a couple months ago, she sued Diddy, but also when the feds just put out their superseding indictment, they listed this part in that superseding indictment. Now, Diddy is basically trying to say that the government didn't get these search warrants basically in a legal way. They used fabricated stories to get these search warrants because these people had a financial motive to lie. I think the only reason Diddy is saying that they had a financial motive to lie is because all of these people actually had lawsuits. The assistant, Philip Hines, he has a lawsuit. Little Rod Jones, he has a lawsuit. Cassie, if she's victim number 1, she has a lawsuit. The designer that was hung over the balcony, she has a lawsuit. So it's almost like Diddy is using them having lawsuits against him by trying to say that they have financial motives to lie. He says not only did they have the general financial motive to fabricate something, that information would be put mildly and raise doubts about their credibility. So basically saying that the government got search warrants not even knowing if these people were actually credible. In my opinion, and I am not a lawyer, I don't think that this is going to go anywhere. I think Diddy is really just trying to stop and pray and hope that all of this evidence gets suppressed, because then they can't use it in trial against him. I think Diddy knows out of all of these raids that were done on him, the evidence that they have is pretty damning. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.